Hello there, it's Patricia from Pinky's World, and today I'm on sketch 4 of Kendra's Card Challenge 4. This is the sketch we're going to be working on today, and the piece you get from your cuts is this one, which is paper B, and my paper B was this one. So bear in mind your paper B will be whatever. So what you have to add is the rectangle, layered or not. You have to add a shape or embellishment, whatever you want here. It doesn't have to be the heart shape, obviously. And then you have 3 wee banners of coordinating paper to add in as well. So what I did for mine is, as I say, I had this. So I've made myself a very vanilla bottom. I've put some rich raspberry card onto it. All your measurements, remember, are here, so you don't need my measurements to do this. I have added the background paper that comes with it, and that's my main base. So to add to all that, I have cut 3 pieces of coordinating, 2 of card and 1 of paper. That's Blackberry Bliss, and this one is Rich Raspberry. And I've also made my rectangles using the stitched rectangle die cuts. And I've got a dirty mark on it already. So I've had this cut out for days to put together, but I just haven't had the chance to make the video until today. So I'll show you. These are the rectangle stitched framelits, which are brilliant. I would be lost without them. There's just so many good shapes in it. I'm using the sentiments from this lovely set, threw it together, and of course I'm using the lovely bird from Free as a Bird, which you can't avoid using because he's so cool. So what I want to do first is I'm going to stick my base layers on, and then I'll come straight back to you. So when I want to add our banners, I need to get my punch. Oh, sugar me timbers. I'm going with the tailored tag punch again. I'm just going to pop them in to center and wherever I can see that it's definitely taken them. That's a quick wee way. If you haven't got one of these, just mark your center line, cut up to it on both sides, and that'll keep you straight. And this one. Make sure you got that paper going the right way. These papers are from the, what is it called? Blackberry Beauty selection of papers, and they are beautiful. I'm using it for all my 17 cards for this challenge. So we'll want to stick this on, but we'll want to get our wee layers on underneath. So I'm putting the smallest one at the top, which is this one, and these 2 will go to either side. So just sort of park them where you want. I might actually put that one up here, this one down here, this one in the middle. So the sort of, well, maybe I'll put this one to separate them. Right, I'm going to stick one down, that'll keep me right. And then sure you can play around. So decide where that is going. Want it over a wee bit to leave a wee bit of room there. Scoot this underneath. Just making sure you haven't it out too far. And then just go for it. I think I'll keep him to the center. So I'm just using the tomboy glue to attach them. I'm just going to butt these 2 up together, put in slightly, and then this one's just going to go over the top. Sort of in between the 2. And that gives a nice wee colour. So we'll just stick this on now out of the way. So now we'll want to decorate our main piece, And to do that, I have cut out a load of bits and pieces from the same paper. I just thought, well, it's nice paper, let's use it for this. So I've made this wee bit for the top part, which will be my heart embellishment bit. And then these two are going to actually sit down here at the bottom. It'll cover my bad mark, thankfully. I think I have this one going. I might bring them right out to the end, actually. This one's going to tuck underneath and right down to the end. And that's going to give you that corner. And we're going to set our wee bird right in under those so that he's up main and centre. So I'm just going to glue these on. I'm just gluing the bottom parts because it kind of goes over the edge here. I think I'll bring it down. I keep changing my mind whether to bring it right down to the bottom or not. I think I will. So just stick that one there and do the same for this. I mean, it doesn't matter if these are off cuts, they're cut off the edge. It's going to be tucked right under here so that they look like they belong together. And you can flip those up if you want. Depends on what you want. I'm going to put this one on later because I have a bit of stamping to do. We'll pop our wee bird on and then we'll know where the stamping should go. I want him sort of sitting just so I cut his legs off. I should say that to you first because you're not going to see them. I wanted to make him look like he was sitting. I actually should turn him this way a bit. He's a bit crooked looking and that will sit right on there. So we want our sentiment up here, but we'll also have this overhanging. So that'll give you a rough idea. The sentiment I'm using is the best way to get through things is together. And I'm going to stamp it with Rich Razzleberry to match the card. And this is very juicy. It's only a brand new pad here. And my teas tend to come out very dark. So line that up. You know it's going to go right there. And just try and get everything straight. Not bad. So we'll keep that open a second, maybe let it dry a bit. This is going to be now stuck to here. I'm keeping it flat because the leaves are up so much. And the bird's on dimensionals as well. So just pop that in there. Those rectangle days just keep me nicely lined. So flip those up a wee bit if you want a bit of, you can also add a bit of colour to your chestnut or your acorns if you want a darker base on them. Some places I have, some I haven't. So this is going to be sitting here and I'm just going to stick it flat with a blob of glue and just set it so that it's not covering your words but and not overhanging your design either too much. And that gives it a nice wee card. I think it's lovely. But as I said, I'm doing the insides while you're here this time, so bear with me. I have prepared a whole lot. I've stuck all this together. I've used a piece of the card, and as you can see, it was one of the pieces that I had cut using the rectangle die. So waste not wanting it. Just make sure that you cut your paper that's going to be stuck on it to cover so that you know you can't see any cuts through. And then I did another of the rectangles and stamped my sentiment. I'm just going to pop it on here. So you can see you can use your offcuts as best you can. No point in wasting it. And that sentiment just goes nicely with the other one. Stay strong, my friend. I am here for you. I have the dog laying beside me here and he's snoring like a train. He is a wee oldie like. So, is that straight? Is it? Just about. So, sorry, yes. I'm actually going to put the bird again here, but I'm going to stamp him in black so that his legs are actually on the gold paper, even though we're not... I didn't want to cut around the legs, in other words, and this is kind of a cheat if you want to have a go at it. So make sure it goes where you want it to go, just about here. So you'll be able to see his wee legs down there. You probably can't where you are, but I'm just going to stick this directly over the bird. Over the stamped bird, I should say. And I should say too, I coloured this one in using the blends. Blackberry Bliss and, would you believe, Highland Heather for the lighter bits. So that has went. You can't see the legs, but I can see them, and the person who gets the car will see him. He's not floating in midair. So that is it. You simply will sign the card then, and that's your wee card finished. I'm pretty pleased with it. It really is lovely. These are the blends that I've used. It's the dark and light Blackberry Bliss, and this one is dark Highland Heather. So I just went with the dark on the edges, in with the lighter Blackberry Bliss over the top of that, spreading a wee bit further. Then I coloured it all in with the Highland Heather very lightly, and I went in with my blender pen. It's a Pro Marker one that I'm using, and I just sort of washed it so that it came up a wee bit lighter in the places that I wanted, and then just leave it to dry and it's good to go. Look at that nice ink on my... Right, that is me for number 4. Remember, all the links that you need are down below. If you do the 17 cards and get them in before the end of December, you'll be entered in the prize draw to win either a $50 prize pack from Pink & Main, a $50 gift certificate from TLC Designs, or a $50 gift voucher from Whimsy Stamps. So all great prizes, and it's great fun to do these, and they're so quick because Kendra has done all the work. She is the brains behind this whole thing, and I don't know how she does it, and I don't even want to know because it would hurt my brain to have to try and measure out for the cuts, but she's amazing. She does it. So go click on the link to Kendra's YouTube channel, and she'll explain everything much better than me. I'm just here to give you a wee bit of inspiration as to how I do mine. So all the links down below, as I say, everything that I've used will be linked down below as well, and I'll catch you all again later. Bye.